Hello guys, it's Sukasa. Welcome to Dark Souls 2. In this short episode, I'm going to show you how to get 2 Estus Flasks and a pretty strong strength-based mace right off the bat without even having to engage in any combat, which will, with the 2 Estus Flasks, ensure that you can conserve the valuable life gems that you get. You get 10 of them at the very beginning. One thing though, when you're at this point right here at the very beginning, take a right here. And back here, in this little hidden path, there is a rusty coin on a corpse. Nifty. Now, for the purpose of this, I'm just going to make a warrior, because it starts with 15 strength, and the mace, you'll only be able to use it if you're a warrior, because it requires 15 strength. But, and for the gift, I'm going to pick this Petrified Something, and at the end I'll tell you why. Next thing that you should note is at the very beginning here, as soon as you pick your class, head up the stairs here, and you will find a chest with a human effigy in it, which is extremely useful to restore your humanity and your hit points after you die a lot. Your hit points will go down permanently until you use one of those. Leave through the door here and light the bonfire. Don't forget to do this. Very important. It will come in handy to get back. There is a corpse right here. It can be a very much of a pain in the ass to get sometimes. Just best I found is just run towards it while holding the roll button. Yeah, it's a pain. Then just head straight out, and instead of going to either side in any of these mists, just skip past all of it, and we'll come back to it later. We'll teleport back to that bonfire that we lit up. Just keep going here all the way through the cave ahead to Majula. And as we come out of the cave into Majula in the bright sunlight, right down the hill here, right here, there's a secret path right here where this bush is. If you can see off in the distance a corpse. Now, the way to get to this is very carefully right here. There's a ledge beneath you, but you can't just run straight off or you'll go flying and bounce off and land in the water. So you gotta very carefully, just barely touch it, walk mode here, and drop down, like that. Now you have to do this a second time and drop down farther. Rotate the camera around to see where, and then again just gently walk off the edge, and voila, there's a corpse behind you, and in it you'll be able to pick up a cleric's sacred chime, which is what the battle cleric class starts with. It's their weapon to cast faith-based stuff. So you get that and the Morning Star, which is a hammer mace. Again, though, its requirement is 15 strength, so only the warrior will be able to use it right off the bat. I rather like its quick attack set, but it does consume a lot of stamina, so keep that in mind. It does a crap ton of damage, though. And the second corpse here gives you binoculars, which you can equip and zoom in to look at stuff closer. Just walk off the path right here, and voila. If you were trying to jump up this path right here and kept falling in, that was your mistake. You need to circle around and do the drop down thing. And that brings us out right here to the bonfire, Majula. Light that sucker up. We'll use it for teleporting back. And then the lady over there by the tree, we need to talk to her a couple of times actually, and it will give us the Estus Flask. Now, just gives you one Estus Flask.
King.
You want to keep talking to her and open up the ability to level up. There we go. And now, every time you come back to her, you'll be able to level up if you have enough souls. That's how you level up in the game. Now, finally, before we go here, from this bonfire, you can very easily go get a upgrade shard to give you a second Estus Flask. Now, first off, let's go down here to our equipment items, and I'm going to select the Estus Flask and then the life gem. Just like that. Now I've got the one Estus Flask. Right over here, past the pit, careful for the pit, you will die if you fall in. Past that, there is a well right here. You see like a boulder on it. Just hit the boulder with your weapon, it will fly down and a corpse flies up. Pick up the item, Estus Flask Shard. And take that back to the lady over here, talk to her, and click this option here called Upgrade Estus Flask. Say yes. And after an animation, Estus Flask upgraded. Now we have 2 Estus Flasks, and we haven't even had to do any combat yet. I've got a strong, powerful mace and 2 Estus Flasks. Awesome. Then, don't forget to go to the Bonfire here, click travel. You can quick travel back to the beginning. You do still want to do the beginning stuff. You'll get souls and some other items, so you don't want to pass that up. Remember to use the bonfire to teleport back. That's why it was so important that we remembered to light the bonfire before we left here. Otherwise, that would not have worked, and we'd have had to walk all the way back. And finally, before we go, I want to show you what you can do with that Petrified Something if you choose that as your gift. At the very beginning back here, the part where there is the ladder up there that you can knock down, you need to go knock that down, because the spot we're looking for is right there at the top of that ladder. I think this is the way to get through the first mist area. So I'm going to run up there and be right back. I suppose I'll show you how powerful this mace is. I'm going to do a leaping attack at this guy. Boom. Kills him instantly. If I do the light attack, 2 quick swings, kills the guy. Yeah, it is a very powerful weapon right out the gate. Very powerful, but again, only the warrior can wield it immediately without leveling anything into strength. So, take that for what it's worth. Now, its power does have a downside, of course. You have to watch your stamina very closely early on. You can see it really consumes quite a lot of stamina very quickly. So until you can upgrade your endurance stat, boom. See, I was out of stamina, so it was a good thing that landed. Yeah, very powerful, but very stamina heavy. So, something to be mindful of until you can upgrade your endurance stat and get more stamina. So, out here on this ledge, you will find the ladder that we can walk up to and click on it to knock down. But there's also this bird nest here. If you stand on it, you give it smooth.
Yes, you! Give us
silky. Now, what you want to do here is go into your inventory and find that Petrified Something. Click it, and then click Leave, and press OK. And it will leave it in the bird nest. And that should be what they're looking for.
Yep. Nice, so smooth.
Yeah, so nice, so smooth.
Yeah, silky smooth.
You should be able to trade for a white ring. Nice. Just by picking up what was glowing there, it kind of just transformed one into the other. And this white ring take the appearance of a phantom. Nice. I should note, it's not always the same thing. Second time around, I got a titanium slab instead of the ring. The titanium slab is used for upgrading items much later on. It's a much more powerful form of upgrade than the Titanite shards. So it's, I think, a random item then. Another thing to show you before we go, right down below us here, there's a corpse. You see it down there? Now the way to get to that is to, just like when we got that mace, carefully line yourself up, and then ever so gently walk forward. Boom, you land right on top of it. And that gives you a soul that you can use in your inventory here, and it will give you 800 more souls. How cool is that? So definitely something you don't want to pass up. One last thing you might have passed up when you rolled through here, in the second mist area here to the right. After you kill these 2 guys, but before you do the jump across there, turn to the right and there is a ladder you can climb up. And at the top of it, there's a couple of more of those stones that tell you controls. This actually will tell you that if you're falling, you hit the light attack button. It will do a plunging attack, which I'll demonstrate in a second. If you have a shield equipped, hit the trigger button for the heavy attack button, and it will do a parry instead of the block, like that. You have to time it right before the attack hits you to be able to parry, and it will knock them back and stun them, so you can do an open move on them. And if you hit the left stick up with light attack, it does the guard break, which replaces the kick from the first game. See, tolerance and timing is very, very narrow. Nope. There we go. That's what it looked like after a few tries. It's not easy to pull off. Not easy at all. I would be careful up on this ledge, toying around with attacks and stuff. You could fall off and die. Oh well. The plunging attack, target the enemy, and kind of as you're falling towards it, hit the light attack. Boom, you do a heavy attack like that. Doesn't always finish them off though. And after you kill these two guys, to the right here, there's a hidden door, kind of hidden. You open it, and there's a corpse inside that has a red cracked orb on it, which you can use, or a cracked red eye orb, whatever. You can use that to invade other people's worlds and do PvP. And there's one last stone in here that tells you the left stick and the trigger, the heavy attack, does the jumping attack. Which is that leap thing I was demonstrating many times before. That one, for me at least, seems to be a lot easier to pull off. I don't know why. A lot easier than the guard break. There's the guard break. For some reason, for me, that's harder than doing the leaping attack most of the times. But anyway, those are the few things at the beginning that you very well might have missed, and we'll heads up on how to get those Estus Flasks, which will heal you the same way life gems do, but faster. And the Estus Flasks replenish every time you rest at a bonfire. So yeah, they don't disappear forever the same way that the life gems do. So it allows you to early on to have those options to conserve your life gems, and it will make your play experience much, much easier, for sure. I think that's all of the secrets in the starting area that you might have went past. There's probably another one or two that I've forgotten to mention, but those are the main ones, stuff you don't really want to miss. I hope you did enjoy. Maybe you found it insightful, learned something. If so, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe for more. Until next time, I hope you all have a good one.